YouTube, what's up? It's your boy, man, JJ the Specialist. Just getting home from work. Busy day today. Over the past couple of weeks, if y'all watch my channel, y'all know that I have a car rental business. So I rent my cars out. I got 3 cars total, but I rent 2 of them out because one I drive. But they're both rented out, and they both will be rented out for probably a long time. The longest right now currently has been like a year. But I'm thinking that I need to add to my fleet. I need to purchase some more cars, and really scale my business. You know, it's a blessing that I've been able to get the renters that I have, because when I was renting my car before, it was kind of just, you know, weekend or 4 days or 5 days, and then, you know, I get the car back, have to, you know, do my cleaning and my maintenance and stuff like that. It's much easier when it's a long-term rental. Before I had these 2, I had a renter who had mine for maybe about 3 months, you know, and I mean, I loved it. You know, the renter kept in contact with me. They tell me, hey, we're thinking about getting an oil change. What kind of oil does he needs? That's a special type. You know, it was very good communication, and I feel comfortable with them. And it was just money coming in every 2 weeks, like money hit my account, and I love that. And that's, you know, how I want to scale my businesses to be, to where, you know, of course I put my hands on it. You know, I operate the business, I conduct the business, we do whatever it takes to get it to the next level. But I want to see, you know, money every week, every 2 weeks, every day, hitting my account. Money that I don't have to get up and clock in and clock out for, you know. It's basically the investment. And so with my rental car business, you know, succeeding like I've prayed for in the past, I believe that it's the Spirit that's kind of helping me see that, hey, this is something that you need to water. You need to scale it up. You need to take the risk behind legitimizing it a little more and doing whatever it takes to, you know, increase your business. And so first thing that comes to my mind is like, okay, how am I going to purchase these cars? Although I have savings in the bank, if you watch my videos, you know that I'm saving money to get to 100,000, over 100,000. You know, I'm nowhere near that yet. And so I'm not tapping into my savings to go and purchase cash cars. Which leads me next idea is financing a car. Now I can go through my bank, which they finance one of my cars, my other car is paid for, and see if they'll finance 2 more cars for me. So then I go into the price, because I know me, I don't want to buy a expensive car. And when I say expensive car, I don't mean nothing luxury. You know, I don't even mean nothing a high tier, you know, economic vehicle. I mean something that's like under $10,000. You know, something that's probably 10 years old, 12 years old. Something that I could pay like $7,000, $6,000 for, and check it out, get my mechanic to see, you know, if it's a good buy, if it's a good car, if everything under the hood is good, the tires good, and put it out there, rent it out. Because one thing people have to understand, and you know, I talk to people about renting or getting into the business of renting, and so a lot of times people want to get luxury cars, you know, Mercedes and BMWs and, you know, Lamborghinis and all these type of things. I remember when I first started, I was like, man, that'd be cool. I can get those cars, because it's like now I'm renting the cars, but then I can drive the cars, and I'm driving like a dream car of mine, and that's cool. But when you get in the business, you start to learn things. And one of the first things I learned was more people rent out economic basic cars than luxury cars. Okay. Another thing, a second thing is it's also about your audience. Are you in an audience and are you promoting and marketing to people who are going to rent out your luxury cars? Or are you in an audience of people who are more, economic, family oriented, just trying to get from point A to point B? And I noticed that the people that was renting my cars were those type of people. They was a point A to point B type people. They was people who was coming in Houston, visiting, and just needed a car to get around. Had an Airbnb, didn't need something big, and so I seen that. Now I did rent out an Escalade at one point, and it was not as consistent as we wanted, but I seen that there was a market for it. It just wasn't long term. It was always, hey, I'm coming in to Houston Thursday. I'll be leaving on Sunday. Can I rent it out for the weekend? And that was pretty much what it was. It was never, hey, I'm gonna have it for 2 weeks, or I'm gonna have it for 3 weeks or a month. That wasn't the case. And so I'm sure I can find an audience at some point to get to that, but I know the audience that I can get to right now wants simple cars, simple point A, point B, economic vehicles. And I know I can get 400 every 2 weeks off those vehicles. And so my mind state is, if I finance, get a little small, I ain't get a small car, but small in price car, maybe $6,000, $7,000. My note, I don't know, $100 and some dollars. I can rent that vehicle for $35 a day. I can't do the calculations right now, but that's probably about four something every 2 weeks, and I'm paying $100 and let's say $120 on that car. Now, mind you, you got depreciation, things of that nature, wear and tear, but this is an asset on wheels, and so what I could do is I can get the car, have it financed, and mind you, if I'm gonna finance something of that small, I'm thinking that I'm gonna finance two, because I don't want to just have one. I want to add two. I want to double my income. So let's say I finance two cars at about $6,000. That's $12,000. If I did $6,000, that'd be $100 and something. I might be looking at a car note of maybe $200 and some dollars, with the potential to make $400 bi-weekly off those two cars. That's $1,600. Paying a car note of about $200 and something. I keep them for about 18 months. So yeah, like I said, I can keep them for about 18 months and then sell the cars. Hopefully within that time frame, the value would have not decreased so much where I've made money off the cars and paid my my loan, and then just sell the cars off, you know. Um, and so that's an option. And right now, it's probably the main thing that I'm thinking about going with, because I know that I'm not gonna come off cash. Now, I do have the buy now, pay later option, um, which I do have a high credit limit that I think it's probably 5,000. I can find a car for 5,000 and use that and then pay it off. I need to see what's my monthly gonna be, but it might be a better situation for me to just go through my bank, who I have a good relationship with already, and let them know my situation and say, hey, I'm looking to purchase these two cars. Um, you know, this is what I want to do, and go about it like that because like I said, I have a good relationship with them. I have a good payment history. Everything is straight. I'm up on that. My next thing is in regards to solidifying and um, tightening up the screws on my business. I need to get commercial insurance for my vehicles, and so that is my biggest thing that I'm kind of concerned about because I know commercial insurance is costly. Um, but also, when renters rent my vehicle, they're going to have to rent with their own insurance and use their insurance. And with using their insurance, if you're going to rent from me, and let's say my car is worth $10,000 and your insurance only covers $5,000, well, we'll have to get on the phone line with you and your insurance and get them to raise your coverage, full coverage, to 10,000. That way it can cover my vehicle just in case of a situation. Those are the safety mechanisms that I would have to put in place just to make sure everything runs well. The second thing is putting tracking on all my cars. Right now I have tracking on two of my cars. They're not the best tracking. I mean, they just Apple trackers. So I forgot the name of them. You know, but I'm gonna have to upgrade my trackers to, you know, something that's going to really be accurate and efficient in regards to locating my vehicles. Then kill switches. You know, if somebody doesn't pay, hey, turning off the kill, like killing a car where they can't start it. And so there's some things, some other concerns like stealing catalytic converters. Like that's a thing. People will steal catalytic converters. They say they have a guard where you can put on your car, and they can't get to it. But I mean, if a person has your car and they got time to work on getting that guard off, they can do it. That's just it can happen. And so that one thing is kind of like circling in my head. Okay, how can I guard against that? The the tracking device, that's cool. The kill switch is cool. My other thing is the payment. Right now, my two vehicles that's been are rented out by people I know. I've been knowing these people my whole life. I can pull up on them at any time. And so, they send me the money through, via some type of cash payment, Zelle, Cash App, yada yada. That's how I get my money. No big deal. With me, you know, diving head first into this thing, I need to figure out how am I going to get my money. Yeah, I would like to draft it, but that's not always the case. Um, and so there's a mastermind class from a guy that I'm going to be taking to, just start to get these educational lessons that I need to truly make this business work, and then hopefully get the answers to these questions that I have, so that I can, um, put these things in place. Because one thing about it, like say, I can track my vehicle down, go get it, but then if somebody was just driving around and they ain't made payments on, that's gonna be a problem. It's like I'm wasting money. Like this person that had my car, now I gotta go and you know find them, and that's money. Wait, that's time that spent that I could have been putting my money. I mean, putting my car into another renter's, hands. And so I don't want to waste that time. I want to make sure that I have all these things, you know, put in place. And then the next thing is when my fleet grows more, getting a place for it. And so I'm not too much worried about that right now. I can figure that out down the road, but as of right now, it's just getting the car. And like I say, I'm thankful because I've been getting this money every 2 weeks. It's been helping. Like we just had a situation with the bank where they froze some accounts, and so I thank God I got that money, which one of my renters ain't paid me all of it yet. He paid some of it yesterday, and he still owe me the rest next week. I've talked about that before. Check the other video if you want to know about inconsistent renters or bad renters. But yeah, because of me having that business, and then alongside my DJ gig, I've been able to um, take care of things despite not having access to the checking account. Actually, my wife's checking account. It's my account is okay, but not having access to that. And so I just wanna build from that. I just want to build from what the success I'm having, uh, make it into a more cash flowing situation, and then add to my other businesses. My YouTube. I'm definitely trying to grow my DJing. I just do that when I want to do it. That's like hobby work, you know. But we gonna figure out. I'm gonna keep y'all up to date on what I decide to do. Eventually, I'm gonna put this Audi on there because we refinance. The money I owe is way more, and I need a bigger truck. I need something larger. So I'll put that on there, and we're just gonna grow this thing, and y'all gonna be on the journey with me. All right.